I ain't told y'all come get me. Now y'all like Cave got me yet. Now I done told y'all. Y'all been watching this channel. Hey y'all, honey. Yeah. Let me warm up. Hold on, I'm putting my space heater on. I hope it's whatever kind of got this one by my foot. I love my feet are always cold. I told y'all to come get me. Hey Cynthia. Cynthia, come get me, girl. Come get me. Why y'all won't come get me, child? Y'all left me out of here. Why y'all leaving me here? Uh, so I rushed back home. Woo, child. Woo, woo, woo. Sorry y'all, my phone froze out there. I need to get a new phone actually. My phone froze. I need to make that. Oh, somebody got an exclusive. Tiffany Henry sat down from an exclusive interview. Did anybody see that yet? Oh, I didn't even see that. So who she sat down with, Nate? That looks like a good picture. Okay, so hit the like button. Let's go over. Someone, Andrea, I'm here. You tell me what happened. So if you didn't know, welcome to Burgundy Blue Commentary. We talk about what we want to talk about. Oh, Nate. Oh, I love his outfits. Y'all know we talk fashion over here. Keepers, you already know that. So I'm out. Picture it, Sicily. Okay. So I'm outside. We all get the Thornton Township message. Okay. All of us got the message. It's no secret. We got the message from the trustees, and we also got the message from like individual people. Now, this was the key. Now, let me give you the inside scoop. So everybody knew to be there at 5:30 if you were invited. That's it. Now we've been knew this. You had to be invited to the caucus. Excuse me. That's why when you see this text message, y'all, I'm freezing. I'm drinking my coffee. I'm sorry, guys. I'm freezing out there. I didn't think, but in my head, I pictured it going smoother. I pictured I was going to get off work, walk up in there, and vote and call it a day. I never pictured that we were going to be standing outside all that time. Okay. So I'm sitting here minding my business. And if you notice right here from this text, as you see here, this is from the trustees. They never gave you a time because, and we knew this in our head, because I had friends that were invited to the caucus. Because if y'all didn't know, let me tell you something. You don't have to vote. You don't have to vote a certain way for me to be like, I think it's your right to vote. I'm not like, it was so crazy. People like, whose side you on? The side to vote. Why do we have to have sides? I'll never understand why people mentality is like this. You have your right to vote. You have your right to vote. So why are we sitting here talking about what sides you on, what team you play for? I the same team that everybody else got the right, civil rights. Okay. So if you notice here, this was the cool part. It said just text Jess if you can count on your support, right? If you didn't get your name on that list, you couldn't get in at 5:30. So people came at 5:30 because also, Tiffany people sent out a text and they said to get there early at 5:30. So people got there at 5:30. So that's why you saw the warming buses. Okay. So you saw the warming buses. And this is my question for people watching. I swear, it don't matter what side you're on, please. It doesn't matter. Yeah, if you saw, hey Yolanda, if you saw it on a friend's email, that means they were invited. Okay. Other than that, if you got it from Thornton Township, like if you got it from somebody there, they knew to be there at 5:30, but they had a party. So at 5:30, the people that were on the list was able to get in, right? So at 7, by 7:05, she was out. They couldn't deny Tiffany entry because she's the township supervisor. But anybody else, right? It's that. And I don't care what side you're on. If you're picking sides, you should definitely look at this as, wow, if they had those people out there. Let me go to my videos. Sorry, y'all. Hold on. Sorry, y'all. I was talking. Let's just play the video as it goes. If you're a person, oh, and because I was outside, I'm gonna ask. I have a $20 cash app goal today. If you can support the channel, if you can't, just stay and listen and hit the like button. I appreciate you. But yeah, if you can hit the channel, we have a $20 goal. I was out there freezing, so hit your girl up. I'm still trying to warm up. If you're a person for equal rights, you should have felt, or it's my right to vote and all of that. Civil rights. I don't think Open Meetings Act applies to this because it was a party before the vote. So it was kind of slick, as my grandma was saying. It was kind of slick. But if you guys have heard me before, I've always said, oh, I'm sorry. I thought I was going to play this video while we were going. So this is me outside. So I've always said I felt like Napoleon was going to win Thornton Township anyway. But I think, okay, let me tell you this. I'm just playing this as we go along. I think Tiffany can write her name in now, and this might actually hurt him because what was the point of keeping the seniors and everybody else outside, locking them out? What was the point of even look how it's a whole auditorium. Look, you see Stephanie? See, people were going to the door, allegedly, and checking on their people. You know what I mean? So people like I said, allegedly, she went to the bathroom, but people were going to the door, checking on their people. And I saw some of their people skip the line. And I'm not saying Stephanie, because Stephanie basically try to stay out of stuff. I don't know if she behind the scenes, she stay out of stuff. But they come to the door and holler at their people calling on the phone, hey, let me in. And it was their people. Now, Tiffany had the warming buses for the seniors. So people were saying Tiffany bust her people over. No, she had warming buses, because when you look at the crowd of people out there. Now, y'all say Tiffany, everybody hates Tiffany, right? Why would y'all think this many people came out for Tiffany? If they did, that's a plus for her. But it actually was a mixed crowd. It was people coming out. So she did have a lot of support. And why would they have to leave her out? You see what I'm saying? So it was really, you know what? I think it was people on canes. It was people in wheelchairs. It was people it was people all around just trying to get in. Y'all see with my camera down like that, I'd be trying, like when people like, oh, hey, Berg, I'd be like, can I put you on camera? And they'd be like, no. So, yeah, I was talking to, that was just Officer Terry. That was Officer Terry, just so y'all know. He just didn't want to be on camera. Not because he was hiding and his nose was running. So this is the back of the line, y'all. So we literally are out there in line trying to get in. And I just think it wasn't that serious. So let's say this was Tiffany's crew, everybody out here. Maybe that's why they did what they did to get Napoleon nominated, because I'm being honest, and this is Burgundy Blue Commentary, so this is my commentary. I was thinking that he would have, he's a bigger name, he has more money, he would have won anyway. It didn't even have to go this way, but I guess this was the easiest way to go. I don't know. But she did have a lot of people that were not scared to stand up for her out there. You know? This was deep. This was deep. Now, I'm gonna tell you guys, now this is the sad part. The people that were coming out that were, see, now let me tell y'all something. This is why I be telling y'all Jason not gonna last 4 years. Now, this Thornton Township, I'm talking about Dolton now. The people that came outside, they were like, nah, you should have got here early and all that stuff, right? I just hope he careful, because sometimes you don't know the people that is on your side, what they're up to. You know what I mean? It was just so, the vibes were bad. The vibes were bad. But then, you know, I always give y'all both sides of the story. It was almost like a 360. You know what I mean? Like with the nana goodbye. I heard it from the outside when she did that to Ed Steve. So it was a turnaround. But do I think this was fair for the people? Now we can go back and forth and say Tiffany, Napoleon did what Tiffany did to this person or that. That's fine. What's good for the goose is good for the gander, right? I can agree with that. However, was this fair for the people? I don't think so. I know it wasn't fair. And on top of that, y'all cannot see this happening outside where the people do not have a voice once again, just like we did not have a voice when Chris Gonzalez nominated Tiffany, right? We didn't have a voice back then. So now we don't have a voice again, and nobody has nothing to say because we hate Tiffany so much. This is a problem in the township, period. That's my 2 cents. No matter how you look at it, how do you guys feel about that? Just that the people were not heard. I stand with you. I think that dude in the coat, I think that was Robert Hunt trying to cover his face. Did y'all see him in there? You saw that dude in the coat right there with the suede coat? I think that was Robert Hunt. Y'all let me know how you feel about that, because this is very interesting. Hold on. This was very interesting because I got 60 people in here. Hit the like. Your girl was out there frying, freezing to death. Okay, I'm out there freezing to death. Oh, I was trying to zip my coat up right here, y'all. Looking a mess. Let's fast forward. I was not giving fashion, y'all. My book bag cute though. Let's go. How? Yeah, Kenneth, I'm with you. Hey stands for hello, everybody. Everyone, as long as we respectful in the comment, we're good. Y'all, everyone that's here, y'all go ahead and enjoy and chat amongst each other. As long as we're respectful, we're here. It's a lot of people out there. And I just worry about the voice of the people being heard. I think that's my issue with this. I could never be a politician ever in life, what they go through. But look, it was a lot of people out there. And this brings us back to the last appointment of the supervisor. Again, the stroke of midnight, right before midnight, what they say. Oh, yeah, we nominate Tiffany Henyard. and we had Tiffany Henry for 4 years. Now this time we're locked out. So this is the thing with Napoleon Harris being a bigger name. Now, like I said, she could still write in. By him being a bigger name, he's going to be like 30 years if he gets elected, he'll be in a township just as long as Frank Zuccarelli. It'll be like nobody will be able to challenge someone that a state senator, a millionaire, they'll never be able to challenge him and win. Hate to say this and give this credit to this person, but when Michael Smith said connect the DOTTS, y'all remember that? Now it makes sense, right? Oh my goodness. Hey, Chavis, everybody here. Cynthia, you don't have exactly, Cynthia. You do not have to be a Tiffany fan. That's what I don't think people get. Like you have. I think that we should be for the people. That's it. That's what everybody say. Transparency for the people, man. I don't want to hear y'all crying later. I don't want to hear these cries. Okay. All right. So I was outside. Let's look at a little bit. So look, she was telling us, now this is a Tiffany supporter, as you can see.
Can't get in until 6:37. I think it's after 5.
Looking good.
And she was giving me fashion. If y'all don't know, welcome to Burgundy Blue Commentary. We just talk, we have commentary, we talk a little fashion, and we talk about what we want to talk about. And she in that little muff hat, I swear, I think that was Robert Hunt. This guy right here, he kept his face covered. But unless y'all saw him inside, I thought that was Robert Hunt with that suede coat on.
Yeah, you do too.
You look great.
I'm a Tiffany A. Henry.
Did you want to say anything? I'm live if you want to say anything.
Tiffany A. Henry.
Were you in earlier today?
At 5 o'clock, waiting out here, trying to get in. These people, the trustees will not let us in.
Really?
Trying to disturb us from getting on in there of Tiffany.
You've been here since 5?
Since 5. We've been standing out here.
What did they say when you got to the door?
They said we can't get in until 6:37. I think it's after 6 now.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yes. People out here in wheelchairs.
Yeah. Oh wait, this
how many people out here?
Yeah. We got a young man with a cane here. He said, "Yeah, true."
And then the trustee have there to have a party the same day. We try to keep our Superman, Tiffany A. Henry.
Oh my God,
this is crazy.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Thanks for letting us know, because we got here at 7 per what the text message said. So we're getting here, before 7 to vote, and they haven't let us in.
5 o'clock, a lot of people been standing here.
So they had a party before this.
The party before this on the day that we're supposed to come here for Tiffany.
But I don't. Okay, so I think that this may not fall under the Open Meetings Act, so they're able to kind of finagle.
No, they trying to deter us from doing what we need to do for our supervisor.
All right. Well, thank you for being here. Yes. Thank you so much.
They should be letting us in now.
Yeah. They seem like they're letting a handful in.
5 at a time.
5 at a time.
5 at a time. And they just started at 6 something.
Wow.
Okay.
So this is my thing. Jeff, we're gonna go. Let's go over the reality check video. What lawyers were in there? That's interesting. Thanks for letting me know. You guys hit the like button. Thanks for letting me know. I think it's just fair to say that as a community, if we let, it's rules to this game, right? This is politics, right? It's rules to this game. But this wise woman, Della Cremdella, she used to say all the time, if you are allowing this and not standing up, what am I going to do? So if we allow this, see, if they would have, probably if they let the people in, it had to be a fear, because this was a big auditorium. It was room for everybody. So it had to be a fear that Tiffany might have got some votes. It had to be a fear in there, because it had to be a fear. You can't deny it. The way it was played, it's weird. And I just feel bad, because I think this is going to end end badly for a lot of people. Not just Tiffany. We think the story is going to end bad for Tiffany, but I think it's going to be a lot of people that's going to be hurt by this. Let's talk about with no biases. I'll say this should be a wake-up call. You don't have to be voted out to get tossed. Yeah. This is interesting. Well, guess who do? Our state senator and our Democratic committee man in charge of the Democrats of Thornton Township. Who is that? Napoleon Harris. So you guys do. So now, remember when Michael Smith was saying connect the dots, DOTTS? So let's go to it. Democrats of Thornton Township. Who is on? So when we see this is going on, who is on the committee of this? Y'all, so when y'all complaining and saying, and I don't mean y'all, like I'm saying in general, when people are complaining and saying, oh, will Tiffany hold 2 seats? This is our this is Napoleon Harris. He's our Democratic committee man. So he makes the decision on if we have a caucus or not. So remember Nate Fields went out there and got all those signatures, turned in his sheet, and then the clerk said start again, start from scratch. And I'm not laughing at him. He literally, we saw him out there. That young man, that's when you know you're young and you really got you're young and you got the energy. He went back and got some more signatures. He was like, okay, I can't do it this. I did it too early. Let me go back. The energy in him was there. Like, so he went back to scratch. Then everybody went and got their signatures, and guess what they said? Oh no. They said, oh no, you got to start again. Now look at this is our council. Why they Photoshop Kobe in there like that? Look how they Photoshopped her in there. Ain't that funny? Look how they Photoshop. Why are these people being Photoshopped in this picture? This is hilarious. So these are the people that get to tell us if it's going to be a caucus. You have Kiana Belcher, you have Napoleon Harris, you have what's our girl name? What's our girl right here? The one that started out at all. Kobe wasn't in there at first. They didn't Photoshop her in there. You have Dr. Nikita, and what's her name right here? Nikita. But what's her name right here? Stephanie. I can't think of Stephanie's name. So this is who made the decision on if it's going to be a caucus or not. So when what's his name said connect the dots, DOTTS, we didn't get it. We were laughing. Now we get it. Like, it's insane. It's insane, you guys. And you know what? That should have meant, why they put this girl right here? Y'all know why they put this girl right here in this with her little Photoshop self. But now, why? So I guess because see, I would blame before the drama happened. It's weird. I don't know, because I don't know how this stuff goes. Y'all, if y'all don't know, I'm just saying, I think everybody should have the right to vote. And everybody should have the right to share in what's going on in their community. So that's my stance on it, if y'all didn't know. I think you should be able to vote for whoever you want to, and vote for your household, your conscience. You should be able to vote for your conscience and everything, right? Now, we got Nate. We got I'm checking Napoleon Harris. So he's our state senator, and he's in charge of the Democratic. He's a Democrat committee man, and guess what? He may be a Thornton Township supervisor. That's 3 positions. Are y'all gonna say something about that? Are y'all gonna say anything about that, like you were saying about Tiffany having 2 positions? That's where my disconnect come in with all of this. My whole thing is, I think we should be fair across the board and let the people speak. When Tiffany says she won with 82% of the vote, I think it's only fair if Napoleon say he won with 82% of the vote. Only if the people come out and vote. I don't think it's fair that people were locked out. That's my thoughts on it. With just that's it. I don't think it has to be that. I don't think it has to be that deep. Let the people speak. So let's be real. It had to be some fear in here for them to pull it off this way. So these are the people that are in charge of saying if we're going to have a standard vote or a caucus. So your those same leaders, those same people that everyone's following behind. So I just think this part is sad to look at the crowd and how many people were out here. And you have to think of two now. No, Tiffany, these people were pulling up back to back. Y'all saw me walk to my car and you saw what's going on. These people were pulling up in their own vehicles. Now, do y'all really think so? All of these are paid by Tiffany Henry supporters, right? All of these people were paid by the super mayor. No, 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 no. Let's talk about it. Segment. Say it. I had to condiment. I'm trying to say the name right because I'm thinking about King Tut. So I'm sorry if I mispronouncing it. Yes, and you're right, Keithis, as well. February is a very cold time. It was cold today. It was only like 20 degrees, and people were getting turned away. I mean, turning around because it was so cold. Y'all, I wasn't prepared. I was out there with my phone froze. So I could say yes, she only 30%. You said 30% came out. That's too big of a number. It wasn't no 30% came out to Dolton to vote in Dolton. No, sirree, Bob. But this is very interesting. It wasn't even that many because it's so cold. It was during COVID. I understand that. This time, if you guys, a lot of people was like, oh, well, they didn't let them in because they were Tiffany supporters. If this is Tiffany supporters, y'all in big trouble. If this is in Tiffany Henry supporters that can't feel can fill an auditorium, y'all in big trouble for the Dolton election. If y'all really think turkeys, one turkey and a ham butt brought these people out, you in trouble. You know what I mean? The voice of the people were shut down. It was a party, and the people that were invited was able to come in the party. And when you're getting a good food and good drinks and having a good time, who you gonna vote for? Whoever invited you. Who you gonna nominate? Whoever invited you. I would have liked to see, and this is the same with the mayoral election. I got 75 people in here. Usually that does not happen. So if you don't mind, hit the like button, please. Thank you so much. Hit the like button. Thank you for your support and voice your opinion. This is the people y'all fighting for online, standing outside. Okay, so let's go over Keepus. I don't know. You know what? Because I think the best thing that she'll be able to do, they say they're going to file paperwork. I don't, this is my thoughts and opinions. I'm not the end all be all. This is my thoughts and opinions. I don't think they'll be able to do anything about that part, but I think that she could be a good write-in nominee. If she does a write-in ballot, if the people know and if it's allowed, because of something like this, which is messy, on someone like Napoleon Harris, that's a football star. He's squeaky clean, a family man, a businessman. Something like this, keeping the people locked out to make a decision, that could tarnish a lot of things and show people, wait a minute. Because I think they had two hard hits for people that really follow this stuff on YouTube. Number one, that young lady going live and saying, we fed the YouTubers, the big YouTubers, the story. That hit them hard. That hit them hard for sure. To a lot of people that are just, I mean, now you know the YouTube stories were fed. Number two, some of the things that make common sense. Now all of a sudden the firefighters are getting their contracts without Tiffany there. Now all of a sudden 1 million settlements are going through. Now, so stuff that could have been done was way at the end. You know what I mean? So I think a lot of people are looking like, wait a minute, what's happening? And then this part, leaving the people outside. I think that those are the hard hits. I think it should just be the people should speak and able to vote who they want to. If you want to vote Tiffany out, vote her out. If you want to vote her in, vote her in. It should be for the people to speak. That's it. That's it. And anybody that's saying it's a capacity limit, this is what's crazy because I was there. Don't believe that. I'm just telling you, if you think it was no, don't believe that. Don't believe that, you guys. Like, I think it's time that we know we're coming to the end of the road. We ain't gotta look, we ain't gotta do nobody need no help. If you want Jason to win, he has gotten enough help. If you want Napoleon to win, he has gotten enough help. If you want Tiffany out, she's done enough to get in or out. It's enough. Don't no. Just come on, y'all. Let's just let the people speak. Tiffany was in there. What do you mean? Tiffany was in there. The caucus started at 7. She was already in there. 5:30 was the party. Make sure we're separating that, loves. I'm just talking about it. I'm just talking about it. It's very interesting. It's just you know what? This is an interesting time to be in Thornton Township. And the more that I look at things, I'm just like, wow, I didn't think it was this. You know what I mean? Frank Zuccarelli is flipping in his grave right now, y'all. He's like, what is happening? This is an interesting time to be in Thornton Township. It really is. And that's the only thing I can say about it. You know what I mean? So I want to look at that interview. She did an exclusive interview. Y'all was at work. What happened? Let's see. Hold on. Thanks for being here. Hit the like button if you're here. Thanks for giving me your opinions. I think that's it. Look, I didn't know what was happening. So y'all, this is me right now. Give me 1 second. I'm just gonna step off right a second.
Can you tell me what happened?
And it had somebody basically.
What about us out here?
They wouldn't let anybody in. See, Tiffany tried to get anybody in. They wouldn't let, and they just kept going on without.
So what happened? No, all these people out here. No. Everybody waiting. So something going on in there. What's going on? The media coming out. What's going on? They voted already? Can you tell me what happened?
Napoleon just nominated himself, and it had somebody basically.
What about us out here?
They wouldn't let anybody in. See, Tiffany tried to get anybody in. They wouldn't let, and they just kept going on without.
So what happened? He's nominated? Yeah. And so nobody else did. Anybody nominate us? They did not let us in. Wow. So it's over. It's over, you guys. What? It's over. It's over. It's over. No. That was not right for them to do that. Wow, it's over, you guys. We caught it live. You guys, it's over. What time is it? Somebody put the time stamp so it happened. So it's over when he had nominated himself. Oh my gosh. So can anybody tell me what happened? What happened? So we were all out here, you guys. So anyone know what happened, let me know. The media is coming out. It's over. Over. Oh, your coat is pretty. It's over 7. What happened? Is Thaddeus on the ballot too?
Yeah, they put them in. Let the people in.
So anyone know what happened? Can anyone else tell us what happened? We were still outside. Wow. Anybody tell us what happened? We still outside.
They voted her out and made Napoleon Harris the new supervisor.
They voted her out?
Yes.
But why they didn't let the people in? Do you know?
No idea.
Wow. Tiffany Henry's right here. Hold on. Let's get it. It's Tiffany, Super Mayor. Can you tell us what happened?
Nobody voted.
What happened? Mayor, what happened? Super Mayor. Supervisor, he's there with the baby. Y'all, let me tell you something about right here. I don't know Kamal from a can of paint. Y'all, first of all, I'm super shy, so excuse me. I was trying to get in there. Look at Nate. I see Nate behind. Come on, I was trying to get in there for y'all, but I try to just give people their space. So excuse me. I don't think the baby should have been here. Oh my God, I don't think the baby should have been here, but because it was just too much. So she left out, from what I saw, she left out right away. So I guess that's when they were doing a goodbye thing. And then Kamal came out protecting the baby. I don't know much about him at all, but it seemed like he is a huge supporter. And if he wanted to, like just leave her in the dust, like a lot, the gossip we hear, it was pretty cool to see he was there supporting her. So I'm just talking about the gossipy part of YouTube plus the real life stuff. So what I try to give y'all is like what I see in real life. Okay, so this is what I'm viewing. So I tried to get her to talk. She didn't, but Nate tapped her and got her to say something. So let's get to there. I have 91 people in the chat. Do me a favor, like the video, subscribe. Okay, I try to be out there for you guys to get a good point of view so you can make the decision you need for you. This is not a channel where we're taking sides or we're beating up on people. I'm telling you my experience as someone in Thornton Township. So if you don't mind, hit the like button, okay? So let's keep on going. Like, we try to just be in good spirits over here. None of that negative stuff. Just, this is what's going on. This is what we see. And this is real life. So y'all can see a little bit point of view. And then make the decision for yourself.
What happened in there? We missed it. What happened? What happened? You didn't get a chance.
Tiffany, what happened? Go ahead, Tiffany. Go ahead. Wow. Wow, I tried to get it, y'all. I tried to get it for y'all. Oh my God, that is, you know what? No matter who you vote for, you should have been able to get in. They said you couldn't go in to vote? So, Officer Kamal trying to get the baby in there. There's the supervisor. He's in here. So we were not able to get into vote, you guys. Look how many people are standing outside. We were not able to get into vote. We tried to get an exclusive from Tiffany's. We couldn't get anything. She actually looked like she was really done. She just wanted her baby and Kamal. Let's see, we got Keith Price. Keith Price, KB, Keith Price. Oh, go ahead.
Before the caucus was to start, Napoleon had a room full of people. We don't know if these people were residents of Thornton. They were not checked in. They weren't properly vetted. They were already in the room. When we started checking everybody else in, they carried on with the vote without all these people even being invited in. Like I told you earlier, this is big.
Can I say something, you guys, I hate about our community sometimes? Let the man talk on it. Don't matter. Let the man talk on to the news. Just let them. Y'all already won. Let the man talk. Like I be like so frustrated. Like, come on, we trying to hear what the man's saying because we want to hear all sides of the point of view. I want to hear everything. The same thing as if I saw Napoleon out there, I would be right there with my camera phone, wanting to hear what he said. Child, let them talk.
So people were out here since 5 o'clock.
They voted for all the seats for the township. All these people waiting to still building a boat. We don't know. I don't know exactly what all happened in there. This is just terrible. This is unheard of. And something needs to be done. The state's attorney needs to look into it. Mr. Nelly from the Board of Elections needs to look into this. It's one thing to win, but let's do it properly and let the people really have a voice. The people's voice was taken.
Who is this? Who's he?
Oh, Keith Price. He works for the GA fund at the Township. He works on the tip.
Oh, yeah, that's right. 5 o'clock.
They wouldn't let none of us in. This is
What do you have? You got anything to say about how they did it? Okay, because we didn't get in, so we don't know what happened. So we're trying to figure out what happened.
Oh, they just took over.
They took over.
They took over.
Okay.
Napoleon. They said Napoleon voted himself in, and his people voted him in.
Oh my
And
goodness.
did not let none of all these people out here are some Tiffany.
It was a lot of people that just tried to.
Yes.
They're not even from the town.
Yep, Keithis. Thanks, Tavis.
Some needs to
Hit
be
the like
done.
button, you guys.
So the vote is complete.
We got video of all of them.
The vote that we heard was just my voice, right? That's it. That
What
was
vote
the
did you hear?
when everyone shouted aye.
Right.
That was it. That was the vote.
Yeah, that's how the caucus runs. They nominate their people. You do it by ayes or hold up yes or no. As you see, we had I would easily say hundreds of people that were not allowed in to be a part of the process.
Will her name be on the ballot?
I'm not sure what will happen once we file whatever we have to file starting tomorrow.
As it stands right now, with her not getting the nomination, she is only a write-in candidate, right? Are you guys content with that? Do you believe that you could win with the write-in candidacy?
I think enough people know her name to write her name in, and I believe we can still win. What you saw here was cowardness. What you saw here was a disenfranchisement of voters' rights. This is horrible. I already wrote a letter and gave you the letter, how I feel about the caucus, period. And something needs to be done about this. The question is,
Now, he didn't give me the letter. It just so you guys know, he was talking to someone from Channel 5. I think it was NBC. It wasn't Regina, but it was the other lady. She's a brunette. I think it was her that he gave the letter to. Was the Lansing Journal there tonight? I'm sure they were. Did anybody peep that when we're gonna go to reality check video next? You guys, I appreciate y'all being here. If you don't mind, hit the like button for your girl that was out there freezing. I just think it's important for the people to be heard everywhere. No matter where you are, I think the people should be heard. And that's it. You know what I mean? So he is disappointed. Tiffany's in the car. I am Groot. I always tell y'all, I am Groot. This is too much. It went so fast. So I personally, myself, at 5 o'clock, people were telling me about 5:45-ish, Berg, I'm here, I'm getting turned away. So I had a family member that was invited to the caucus. And it was so weird because I told my uncle, I said, you got invited, but see, I'm gonna tell you why. He's a big golfer and all that stuff. So he got invited from the DOTTS. I didn't think none of it because he knows how I feel about, he doesn't live in Dolton, but he knows how I feel about he's been through the ringer with me with what's been going on social media, how I got drugged just for even saying Tiffany name. People like, you're a Tiffany supporter. Like, you should be able to support who you want to support. And if I was or wasn't, look, Joe Biden just pardoned his son, okay? He told you he wasn't. Get it together, people. And I'm not that, but I just think this is so weird. I'm not like into politics, but I think this is so weird what's going on. So he got invited to the caucus, but he did not make it today. So I told him, I was so naive. So I'm like, I'm going up there. I'll be up there. He's like, you're going to be up there? I said, I'll be up there. So I'm thinking I really had the freedom to go up there and vote. I should have went in there at 5:30 with him, but I was just thinking I had the freedom to vote. So, because I was wondering, why did you get an invite to the caucus? It's a lot of people that got invited to the caucus who are just non-biased. They're just like, but they support. Okay, so let's say I supported Chris Gonzalez. Chris Gonzalez would give me an invite hoping I would vote for him. You see what I'm saying? Or, you know what I mean? Am I making sense? But that's because they connected to DOTTS. They might have tried to convince me to vote for Tiffany, but he would have gave me a invite just to make sure I raised my hand for him as well. You see what I'm saying? Or Thaddeus would have gave me an invite to make sure I raised my hand for him. So it's really interesting how this went down. I'm still cold and I'm still in shock. So let's go.
Yes. Why did you believe that she ran as a Democrat? She could have ran as an independent and avoided all of this. Why didn't she just run as an independent?
Why would she run as an independent when she's always run as a Democrat and she's running as a Democrat in Dolton, correct? So she couldn't run as a Democrat.
To be clear, she will run as a writing candidate.
Just gonna pause. Shout out to Reality Check TV Chicago. Make sure you subscribe, please. I think I saw Conscious in here a second ago. Everybody here, hello everyone. Hello, thanks for being here. 99 people in here. Hit the like button if you can. Support the channel. I have a Cash App goal of $20. Thank you so much, Brandon, for your donation. I appreciate you so much. And let's continue. And shout out to Reality. Subscribe to Reality Check TV Chicago for being there, giving us that inside coverage we're going to go over. This is interesting.
I'm not sure about that. I said I believe she can win. Enough people know her name.
Well, we're not saying she is.
I'm not at liberty to say she will or won't.
It's your personal. I said just for record. Keith Price. Thank you, Mr. Price. Thank you, sir.
All right. Yeah. Let's see if we can get Keith Price. Excuse me. Keith Price. Hey.
How you feeling?
Hi. Do you have anything? So what happened? Why was the open meetings able to be in place here?
I'm not sure about the opens meeting that dealing with this. What I know is you had a very serious
Before you even hold on, before y'all judge your girl Bird, I want y'all to give me a thumbs up just for me walking backwards while he talking. I'm walking backwards. It's a crowd behind me. I could have failed. Y'all, I'm not the most coordinated person. I can't dance. So give a thumbs up for your girl walking backwards, getting you this exclusive. I was so nervous I was going to fall.
infringement of voters' rights tonight.
Okay.
By them conducting that vote while we had hundreds of people out here that could have easily won this caucus.
Thank you so much. Thank you so
You know,
much.
have a good one, Ms.
All right, you guys. So you know how I feel about it. I feel like everyone should have been let in. Everybody should have been able to vote. Everybody should have been able to. We were out here since 5:30. So 5:30 to now, we all should have been able to vote and do what we had to say. We were not able to get in.
So right here, oh, I don't know if am I still, can y'all hear me? Okay, yeah. So right here, I saw Quigley. I don't ever know his first name, but y'all started calling him Quigley. Is that his last name for real? Because it makes me think of Family Guy, Quagmire. So I saw Quigley here and I said, hey, do you want to say anything to clear your name? And he felt like he wanted to, but he probably shouldn't, because I wanted to ask him about the whole Thanksgiving thing. And he just had one statement, you guys. So I wanted to make sure. Thanks, Jeff. I appreciate you so much. I love you. Thanks, you guys. You don't have to do anything to be here. Thanks for being here. Everything you do goes right back into the channel so I can come back out, because y'all, we plan to be out there for election day too. So just we'll be out there. And you know, you can depend on Reality Check TV and Critical Smoker to be inside to give y'all that great coverage. And then you can depend, like always, look at my old videos. You can depend on your girl Berg out there in the streets. Okay. I'm gonna be stumping and trying to give y'all what's going on outside at all times. Thanks. Love you guys.
I think that 5:30 they were out here. You saw.
Oh, Conscious. Shout out to Conscious. Look, Mama Hill said shout out to Conscious. Conscious. Did you not see Tiffany get in the Tahoe with her baby? I thought they took it too. They couldn't find the Tahoe. But I just like to give y'all the people's, because I feel like despite what's going on, and I just want you guys, this is YouTube, so I'll always be misunderstood. But I think despite what's going on, I try to I'm telling you guys what I see. That's it. And you make your informed decision on how you want to vote or who you want to support, blah, blah, blah. And it should be the people that support it. I don't care who I saw, a Napoleon Harris supporter, a Tiffany supporter, Jason House supporter, a Tiffany supporter. I do not care. The people have the say so. I have my thoughts, and I also have one vote. You know what I mean? But I have my thoughts, but it's up to you to make the decision for yourself, okay? And I think that we gotta stay in that instead of that hate. What has been proven? What has not been proven? Where is the FBI? The FBI ain't come up in here and the FBI ain't swoop her up from the caucus. We got every senator in the world at the caucus, and the FBI didn't come. She still walked in there with her head held high. It's something we need to look at. They said that the Tahoe was getting repoed. Tahoe sitting right there in the front. Well, Conscious, I'll let you handle that part.
I think everybody was voting for who they wanted to. Even it wasn't just people out here for Tiffany. It was people just in general.
No, and you know what? I don't want to mispronounce your name. Leo 9. It was not busloads of people. You did not see these people get on the buses. You saw the people park at the Homewood. See, that's what outside view is so important, because y'all will run, not you. You know, I'm just saying y'all in general. With that narrative, they were walking to their cars. They weren't the buses were there already empty for warming. When she left, the people got out the warming vans and they went to their cars. So why, you know what I mean? You win some, you lose some. I'm just giving you my point of view of what I saw for sure.
I think the party, so this is what happened. At 5:30, if your name wasn't on the list for the party, then you weren't able to get in. So when people saw they couldn't get in at 5:30, and we got a community text to come in at 5:30, when they saw that you couldn't get in at 5:30, they started going home. So the other people knew the vote was at 7, so they came at 7.
You don't see none of these people walk to the
Here we are. Let's see. I don't even see Reality checking the rest of them. How did I miss them? Let me see if I see them down here. Let me see if I see them down here. Or are they still in there? I didn't see. Anybody know if Rico and is Rico?
Keith's. You got to be more careful, right? Look, Keith's, you know, I'm just telling you, you got to be more careful. You never know, right? You win some.
Oh, Critical in there? I don't know. Wow. I'm ready for this. Y'all, I'm telling you, I'm ready for election time to come and go. I ain't gonna lie to you. But can y'all tell me if Rico's still in there?
I'm not sure.
They still. Oh, I'm sorry.
What? A vote for trustee where, Conscious? Oh, let me get off my thing. Let's go to Reality Check TV. Make sure you subscribe. I missed all the I thought she didn't want to run. See, silent assassin didn't want. What? Conscious, you lying. Conscious, stop lying on these people. Stop lying on these people. Conscious, I ain't never called you a lie, but stop lying on these people, these good folks. Okay, let's get to shout out to Reality Check TV. Please subscribe. We love you, Rico. Thanks for just giving us that unbiased coverage. You just all he do is stream, y'all. It's not a team. We are not a team. Everyone's individuals. This is not a team. So everybody got their bellies full. They sitting in there having a good old time. Oh my goodness. Let's go to this. And look, everybody having Thanksgiving. They got the dressing. They got the food boxes and made food. They got the food boxes and cooked for everybody. So y'all said it was to capacity. Look at the. Okay, girl, she's giving with the shades over here. Y'all know we talk fashion. Now, Lavelle Redmond got in. That's, I think, is that Lavelle Redmond, you guys? Or is that not him? Am I wrong for thinking, is that Lavelle Redmond with the chain on? I know that's Vivian sitting down, but is that Lavelle Redmond with the chain on? Let me know. I don't want to say anybody wrong. The lady with the pink, she's a Markham. Now I always identify her because she wears all pink all the time. She's the Markham trustee. Oh, Conscious, did you do a video yet? Because we can go over there too. Got Mary Avant. Mary Avant got a lanyard, so you know that's serious. You know what? I don't know about Stephanie Weiderman. I don't know her personally, but I really like that Stephanie Weiderman sort of stay out the mess. Do that make sense? I don't know anything about her, if she messier or not. You know, I would just like that she kind of just stay out the way. So just on me pausing right here, I see Jason House. I see our Miss Cassandra. I see Vivian, I see the trustee. I see a lot of people that spoke at the board meeting. So all around, no, Cynthia. Oh yeah, Thornton Township is a mini. Dalton, you know what I mean? Yeah, I didn't put down what you were. I didn't catch what you were saying. Yeah, it's a mini Dalton. I think that's Lavelle Redmond. Now, I have nothing to say other than y'all were so mad when he was hired in Dolton. How was he able to get in? You know what I mean? That's all I have to say about that. I think so. It looked like him. I don't know. Y'all have to confirm with me. Confirm later. Let's keep going. Look, y'all, I ain't trying to be funny. So if you didn't know, Homewood is a great town. Flossmoor is a great town. So the police are there like, we don't want no problems. The police are like, oh, shucks. When y'all heard me walking from my car to go there, the police officers like, hey, look. They were just shaking their hands like, please don't bring that over here. It was shaking their heads. It was funny. I was like, man, I hope they don't bring it over here. Sanchez, did you do a video? I'm sorry if I missed it. Did you do a video? Can you let me know? I'm going over there next. Question. So the people up at the top don't get no plate? So if you up there, you don't get no plate? Y'all hit the like button if you're enjoying the commentary and let me know your thoughts. Also, if you can, support the channel. It's down there. We have a Cash App goal of $20 and we only got $10 so far to make. We got $10 more to go. Thank you. Wait, are those stacks of Beggar's Pizza? And you know the way I recognize that? See that behind that lady is because when Shay brought the Beggar's Pizza into April 1st picture, I'll never forget it. When Shay brought those pizzas into the memories. Like the corners of my mind. That's a Beggar's Pizza. That's what Shay did April 1st at the board meeting. Shout out to Shay. So I'm missing the part, Keithis. I get it. I love talking. You know, me and Keithis we be going back and forth. What part of Tiffany coming in late did I miss? The vote was at 7. She was never invited to the dinner at 5:30. Tiffany wasn't, y'all, she wasn't invited to the dinner. So she had to come in with us. That means the vote started at 7. She was there before 7, so she wasn't late. But I'm gonna watch it from y'all point of view because I want to see what y'all saw because the vote was at 7, guys. So she would have got there at 6:58. We still couldn't get in. No one that was not invited to this dinner could get in. Y'all see, you know what I mean? It's people with lanyards. You had a VIP pass. What is this? I want to just stop it one more second and shout out to Reality Check TV Chicago. We're watching his video. Shout out. Make sure you subscribe to Reality Check TV Chicago. Now, I want to say this. One thing Tiffany did do, if she didn't do nothing else, she brought some people out to really vote. Now, or really not, yeah, to really look at politics differently. We've always had a low voter turnout here in the Southland. So to see stuff like this is interesting. Oh, this is crazy. And then I have a question. Just a question. If you guys are saying Tiffany was trying to buy votes with turkeys, do you feel like Napoleon was trying to buy votes with pizza? I'm just asking, like, how do we look at things?
The news station here, 32.5.
Keep on looking. And yes, do I believe, even though this was kind of random, they all still have the right to be in there and voting. I just think all the people should have been able to vote. You know, that's all I'm saying. Everybody here, if they're for Napoleon, they have the right to be there for Napoleon. But I think everyone should have had a voice. That's my thoughts. Let's see. So they just was eating. So they just was eating and kicking it. Okay. What happened? Shout out to reality check. Oh, Ryan got in. Ryan got in from Ryan State Chicago.
All in favor of moving up, say aye.
The sad thing is you couldn't really say nay if you wanted to. They would have burned you at the cross. No exaggeration. No exaggeration.
Next order of business is appointment. We shall appoint the election judges. We shall appoint the election judges, and then our person will be removed from the office. The election judges are as follows: Kobe Chapman, Jason House, and Chief Judge Keon Gelson. The parliamentary for this evening is none other than Bert Olson.
Excuse, what happened with Bert? Why is Bert Olson even being mentioned right now? Wait a minute. Is this thing on? Is this thing recording? Why are we even mentioning Bert? Look, Robert said, I am confusion, Robert. Why are we even mentioning? I can't really hear, but why are we mentioning Bert Olson right now?
We shall appoint the election judges, and then our person will be removed from the office. The election judges are as follows: Kobe Chapman, Jason House, and Chief Judge Keon Gelson.
Chief Judge Kiana Belcher. Wait a minute.
All in favor of moving up, say aye. Next order of business is appointment. We shall appoint the election judges. We shall appoint the election judges, and then our person will be removed from the office. The election judges are as follows: Kobe Chapman, Jason House, and Chief Judge Keon Gelson. The parliamentary for this evening is none other than Bert Olson. And our secretary is Casey Netta. We have our Sergeant Lawrence, General Roman, and Assistant Sergeant Lawrence, Barry Stevens.
It's nothing cool about this because it's very not fair, but I guess that's politics because let me tell you something. If anybody got the bag, Bert Olderson ain't standing around for nothing, child. So that's Tiffany saying, "Excuse me." Is she saying "excuse me" right now? And oh wow, let's watch, guys. Sorry. Okay, so she said we got all the people outside. They're oh. Did anybody see Wicked yet? I swear I keep going back to that. Did anybody see Wicked yet? Oh my God. If this is not Wicked, Thornton Township style, oh my God. But look at her talking. Not one person can look her in the eye. And I have a problem with that. Yeah, Keepus, I can't argue with you, Keepus. I appreciate your comment too. I can't argue with you. They they can't even look her in the eye. And I don't think it's just because they don't like her. I think it's the things that happen behind the scenes that a lot of people have guilt about. That's just my opinion. Don't know anything. What y'all think? Gifted Hands, good to see you. You know what? Touche. That's why I love talking to y'all. You right. When the residents would talk to her, she would not look them in the eye as well. See, that's why I think it's fair to have fair discussions. Thanks for bringing. See, I forgot about that. Thanks for bringing that to my attention. And I think that we should have this nice, healthy, like when we be having healthy discussions over here, it's so important because I forgot all about that, Gifted Hands, because I'm in the moment right now. That made me forget that. So what I'm gonna say? What I'm gonna say to that? I'm gonna block you. Get the hands, you blocked now. No, I'm just joking. Like that's how people be like mad when somebody say something. What am I gonna say? You're right. So thank you for reminding me of that. Okay. Gotta give. Thank you. We can't let Gifted Hands have no opinion now. Now, Gifted Hands doing too much with an opinion now. Get on out of here, Gifted Hands. outside. So we're talking about the 1st of January is going to be a dark day for Dolton. No. Actually, y'all know it's a Thornton Township meeting Thursday, a special meeting that the trustees. Sorry, guys, hold on. Let me close the door. A special meeting that the trustees called. So, oh my goodness, make sure y'all subscribe to Reality Check TV and subscribe to Critical Smoker. If I have any mods, can you put their channels in the chat? Because they usually go live. So the Thornton Township meeting is actually this Thursday, and it's a special meeting. Did y'all know that? And the trustees called it. So remember, Carmen been scared to come. See, this is what I mean. When we get to talking, like, let's just talk. Oh my God. Thank you, Abby. $20 super chat from Abby. I appreciate you. Thank you. That helps me keep bringing content. So I really appreciate that. Because we try to we hanging on by a thread. We hanging on by a thread. So tomorrow we'll go over who challenged who and all of that stuff. But let's go to, because I think a lot of people are missing what's happening. Remember, safety. We scored. All of that stuff. Remember all of that. But Thursday, we have a Thornton Township meeting. So let's look at the agenda. I think it's important to look at the agenda to see what's going on, because now you have to use your own thoughts, because now that we get to this point, didn't we hear I should not be drinking no coffee this late. Oh my God, I'm gonna be up all night. Let me stop. Okay, so now that we get to I went to Dunkin' Donuts before I got there, and then my coffee got cold in the car, and then I reheated the coffee like a dummy, and now I'm gonna be up we're gonna be live to 6 a.m. But anyway, look. Oh Lord, how long we been live now? How long we been live, you guys? Hit the like button.
Can I be recognized, Mayor?
You want to be long-winded? I'm just asking.
We've been live. We've been long-winded. Okay. So when you get down to the nitty-gritty of it all, that we're scared. We're scared of Keith Price. We're scared to go in the basement. We're scared to go to the attic. We're scared to go in the boardroom. Remember all that, y'all. We safety, blah, blah, blah. Here's the new board meeting. So they called a special meeting. From what I understand, Conscious got me cracking up. Put my special meeting. From what I understand, it says it's December the 5th at 2 p.m. So this is what's on the agenda. Now, from what I understand, if I'm wrong, correct me. I don't think Tiffany called this meeting at all, because it just was like, bing. So I feel like the trustees, because now they're going to be able to rub it in her face, if you will, Birdman hands. So it says the approval of minutes, the general fund. All of a sudden, we got the approval of bills, general fund, general assistance fund, road and bridge fund, new business. Oh, maybe it is Tiffany. Approval of supervisors 100% tax property refund of all homeowners of Thornton Township. Approval of bonuses for all Thornton Township employees. Motion to authorize Thornton Township to open the following checking accounts. Additionally, the board will authorize Supervisor Tiffany A. Hilliard and Finance Director Robert Hunt as the designated signatories on these accounts. Appoint Alliance Insurance as the broker for workers' comp. Approval of cyber insurance proposal and property and liability insurance proposal. Fill the vacancy of township trustee. Now, will they do that? Because they got to fill the vacancy of Jerry Jones. Oath of office, new trustee. And supervisor report. The audit, they're going to do the forensic audit, supervisor report, public comment, and adjournment. So this right here, you guys, tune in, because Reality Check TV and Critical Smoker, totally independent people, just so y'all know. So if you don't like Burgundy, at least like them, and go watch the stream. And that's going to be at 2 o'clock on this Thursday, December 5th. Ooh. Mm. So at least she got a day off. I would take off tomorrow, but Tiffany, she gonna work. I would take off tomorrow. All right. So, oh my God, it's gonna be crazy. Well, this is a thing. This picture it. All of a sudden, I don't know why no one is watching all these settlements getting approved and all these things happening. And now all of a sudden the emails don't work and we ain't got paper for the printer. We freeze an account. Like, y'all, it's politics. I've never been involved in politics. The only reason I got sucked in is just doing commentary. So this is very interesting to see this. 2 p.m. in the afternoon, baby. 2 p.m. 2 p.m. Okay. Thank you, Rico. Let's finish watching this. So right now they nominated Senator Harris. Let's go back to Reality Check TV. Let's see what else happened. So they're gonna come on with the baby. Man, can I say something? How y'all think? Oh my God. When this little girl go to school, Not now. I don't think none of the little kids care. I mean, like the legacy. The legacy that Tiffany has. The only thing I can say is she is a strong person because everyone's against her, and she's walking in there in a room full of people, in a sea full of people. And if you guys are always like, Berg, well, this and that, go to Conscious channel and look at the past board meetings. It was a time this whole room would have clapped for Tiffany too. Don't forget that. Like, it flip-flops real quick, okay? And the same people standing up there now voting, they were voting for Tiffany. Oh, I know Ed Steve. Ed Steve is sitting there with the moisturizer on the nightstand after this. He like, yep, that's what she did to me. So Chris Gonzalez ran again, y'all. And what y'all you know what? I believe that alone. Y'all let Chris Gonzalez back in it. Okay. interesting. I'm just learning all this cool stuff. Let's see what else is going on. Look at Nate Fields. It's a lot of people outside. Okay, so it's over. They won. Look, Chris just and Steve won't let that phone go. Shout out to a full-length mink back here. Remember, everybody happy right now. Just remember, I don't know what's gonna happen in the future. I'm just like, let's time step this in our let's time step everybody happy right now in our memory. I don't want to hear a thing.
I'll take it.
Thank you. We have 2025. We got a good one tonight.
You know what's so funny? Because you know we talk fashion over here. I'm gonna stop.
Try to look pretty.
Okay, hold on. Put it on photo. I gotta record.
Brittany, where you get them dimples from? My grandma, but she only got one. Oh, they got one too. I always never seen no dimples. I'm killing the man. That's cute.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
What happened, bro?
Hold on 1 second. What was supposed to happen was the caucus was supposed to start at 5 o'clock.
Right.
No, it wasn't. Okay.
But Nicole Harris started some type of party or something. And the only people who was able to get in was people that's on the list. If your name wasn't on the list,
right,
you couldn't get in.
Right.
Now, by law, from what my understanding was, once the voting get ready started, everybody was supposed to leave and come back in. But only the people that was at his party was able to vote.
Switch and bait.
So you tell me how that figured. And he's a name brand. Why did he feel that he had to cheat? So again, in Thornton Township, nothing changes. They say she did this, she did that. Well, let's wait and see what the feds before we pin her to the wall. If she's guilty, she's guilty. But if she's not, she's not. But he's already showing us what it's going to be like with him. Absolutely. This way or no way. He comes.
Oh man, that's a smart dude. Like I swear, I'm trying to be non-biased, but y'all, we not even seeing what's going to happen. They still look, y'all. People, trustees, trust the trustees. Still let seniors stand out in the cold. You could get in if you for them, but if you a senior, F you. We need to know who you gonna vote for before we let you in. Ain't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? So when you sit up there and now you see what's going on, it's insane. It's insane. Wow. It's just really fair to look at, I think, whether you're for Tiffany, against Tiffany, for Nate, against Nate, for Napoleon, against Napoleon, for Thaddeus, against Thaddeus. I think the whole thing that people need to learn is let the people decide. As much as we say Tiffany did not win with 82% of the vote, the people voted. Then we can look on the other side of the nickel. They did the recall. Did the people try to recall her? Yes. So it's like, I think, but did they file the correct paperwork? No. I think it's about, it's politics, but letting the people make the decision. That way nobody can say nothing because the people made their decision. You see what I'm saying? I think that's fair. I think that's fair. I'm just saying. What you mean? What you mean get the hand? What did Tiff do? Because Tiff only got in the office. She got in office. Like, I don't even understand why we don't even look at, what's up, J Rock? Hello, everybody that entered the chat. Why we don't look at the fact that she was nominated. The trustees for Thornton Township wouldn't even vote each other in. They could have easily just made the senior trustee one. Joyce passed away, but the next senior trustee could have just been the township supervisor. Period. They didn't trust each other. And then when it got to Dolton, all those people standing up there pushed Tiffany to the front to be the mayor. So where do we see that she cheated at? I don't understand. I don't understand. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Give the hands. Yeah. So say, hey, give the hands. You know, you going to get both sides with me. So when we were standing outside in Dolton, when we couldn't get in the board meetings, open meetings act. But see, this, I think, this is my assumption. That was the same thing, right? Gifted hands. I'll never stumble on my words when I'm telling you both sides. That's what I would love. And I love when people educate me on stuff. So we was outside the meetings. All of a sudden the chief put up, it was only 40 people for capacity. However, that's it. That's period. Not however. We get to this meeting. I am not sure, because this is what I'm confused about, if this will be considered an open meeting because it was a party before. So since they had a party, I think it's going to be what it is. So she might just have the write-in ballot. So yeah, hey, look. That's why I stick to sewing clothes, child, because I could never. I'd rather be with a mannequin and some fabric. I could never do a politics. Okay. So let's go back outside. So after this, so no. Let's finish and shout. Thank you, Rico, for being there. Let's get this.
He's out the gate. I got one thing I say, he didn't lie like everybody else. No problem.
Jeffrey, Jeffrey, get out of here with these bad words. Jeffrey, get out. Jeffrey said, how much did the recall cost Dolton? Jeffrey, exit. Don't make me put your head on a spike, Game of Thrones. Thank you, Jeffrey.
Politicians say, the probably should have said he didn't do this.
Right.
He got his people in, they did what they did, and that was it. It's not fair.
Appreciate your comment, bro.
Right.
What's your name?
I'm Jimmy.
All right, appreciate you, bro.
See, Scott, to the basement. Scott's right. Mary was controlling the door too. See, now it's so much. We can go back and forth. Scott said, wasn't Mary, Yvonne, and her friends the ones keeping people from getting into the meeting? They even tried to keep Critical Smoker and Reality Check TV out the meeting. They did. We got that on film. So look, is this when we use, Scott? Is this when we use Trina Downs' word politricks? Is that when it comes, when we're talking about going back and forth with the situation? Scott, I think that's when we use politricks. Dang. It's conscious security. This is crazy. So we've been, listen, I told y'all from the beginning, we've been involved in a beef between friends this whole time. This is some friends that aren't friends anymore, and they brought us in our beef. And I stand on that.
Ain't nobody gonna approve that.
I'm sorry, Kiana. Let's keep on going. All right, so let's go back to what I saw outside. So while that was going on, I was outside like, what?
I'm sorry. Okay, make sure. All right.
What they saying,
Don't worry about it.
Okay. All right. Always ask people first.
So I was asking Quigley. I can never say his name. Is it Quigley? I never can say his name. But I was like, do you want to say something about the turkey? And he was like, nope. That I always put, guys, sorry, I just have respect for people. I put my camera down, then I asked them, and then he got kind of comfortable, and then he was like, no, whatever they said, I ain't worried about it. But he looked okay. So that was it. I didn't really want to remember that was the guy they said was trying to take turkeys and hams. But I think that's kind of weird because like a lot of people, I don't know what happened with that turkey and ham thing. But a lot of people were just getting stuff for people that didn't have cars and traveling around and getting. I know people personally that was like, "Can I come pick up some hams and turkeys for a family or food boxes?" So I don't know. I don't worry about it.
They said at 7:00 that Napoleon nominated himself. They all got eyes, and now he'll be the next supervisor on the ballot. Tiffany won't be on the ballot. Unless she run as an independent, from what I understand, or writing. Yeah. All right. Y'all have a good one. So here we go, baby. So, child, I'm freezing, y'all.
And that was about it. We saw what was happening outside. We saw the Keith Price, but y'all can go to my video. And it was just interesting to see. I'm gonna mute this while we play this, and I'll give you a little commentary. It was just interesting to see all the people outside. In my head, I would have thought that they would have just let everyone in the auditorium, but hey, it happens. That lady walking right there, that's who Keith Price gave the letter to. It wasn't me, for y'all that wanted to know. And thank you, Conscious, please. It's really interesting. It's really, the only thing, y'all, somebody come get me. Get the hands, come get me. Somebody, Carefree, come get me, please. Get me out of here. Somebody send me to Hammond, Indiana, for real. Get me out of here. Conscious, come get me, please. Oh, I'm begging y'all, come get me. Okay, let's end this live with the exclusive interview. I didn't know about this because I was at work. Let's talk about it. Hit the like button, please, you guys. And if you haven't hit the like button, and consider subscribing. I got 78 people here. A couple of y'all hit subscribe. Just hit subscribe. Thank you. I appreciate you. Let's go to this exclusive interview with Nate that know how to dress Rogers. That man know how to dress, baby. Nate Clean Braces know how to dress Rogers. I'm on the way, Conscious. Put me in the guest house. I can't take it no more. What more do you want from me? All right, let's go.
But in the spring, voters will have the chance to elect someone new or give her another term.
Tonight, in an exclusive one-on-one interview, our Nate Rogers gets her side. He joins us live.
Why is this buffering? Let's see. I'm sorry, you guys. Let's see if I can refresh it. Y'all watch
as we've reported, controversial Dolton.
Watch Wicked. This is the Wicked story. We're like, she is wicked. The whole time. Anybody saw Wicked? Put a 1 in the chat. That's how we treating her. She is wicked.
Mayor Tiffany Henyard also serves as the Thornton Township supervisor.
But in the spring, voters will have the chance to elect someone new or give her another term.
Tonight, in an exclusive one-on-one interview, our Nate Rogers gets her side. He joins us live with her message. Nate.
Yeah, absolutely, Scott and Dawn. Good evening to the both of you. We spoke exclusively to Supervisor Tiffany Henyard about an hour or so ago. She spoke about those trustees continuing to boycott her meetings. She also talked about funds that she believes that taxpayers here are owed. But in terms of tonight's caucus, she calls the process unfair.
Us here at Thornton Township, we always had a primary. Always. We never not had a primary where 10,000 residents come out and express who they want.
In just 2 hours, Thornton Township residents will get to slate their candidate for supervisor, clerk, highway commissioner, and 4 trustee seats. Democratic Committeeman Senator Napoleon Harris is hosting the caucus. Harris is also expected to throw his own name in the hat for supervisor. Tiffany Henyard has been supervisor in Thornton Township for 2 years. She's been criticized for lack of transparency on spending. Monthly meetings have also been stalled as Henyard and the board continue to battle over a vacant trustee seat. Henyard says she will indeed attend tonight's caucus to win support from residents.
Can I ask you a real question? Is it really worth it? In terms of just everything that you've gone through.
I want to show the youth of today and tomorrow what it looks like to come out of controversy. Yes, y'all done ran my name through the mud and did everything. But guess what? As you pull the third on me, I must grow from it. And I will grow from it because I done went through it, but now I'm going to grow from it.
And of course, we reached out to Senator Napoleon Harris's representatives for comment on tonight's story. We have not yet heard back. Fox 32 will indeed attend both caucuses tonight. There's one caucus for the Republican ticket, a second caucus for the Democratic ticket.
You know what? My regret, I wish, I should have went to the Republican caucus for you guys to show y'all how it went. We have to be more organized for the election for us YouTube streamers. I think it would have been cool to see what was going on because a Republican can win the town. We cheering for Napoleon Harris. A Republican could very well take over the township. Do y'all know that? Instead of a Democrat, instead of a Tiffany or a Napoleon or Nate, it could be, what was his name, you guys? Hold on, let me go to Lansing Journal. Shout out to them. What's his name that he ran? He is, and it was quiet. Tim DeYoung. Tim DeYoung could very much be the next. I mean, hey, Conscious, it could happen. It could happen. We could have Tim DeYoung as our next supervisor while we're just on this one thing. All this yay don't mean they'll win. I didn't even think about that. Interesting. I wonder so we need to research Tim DeYoung here on the YouTube channel. We'll get into that to see like what is really going on. Like what what is going on? Just to see where he is with it. You know what I mean? Because we're thinking this is an open and shut case, and it might not be. Now, let me tell you something that's my opinion. It could be an open and shut case if stuff wasn't so messy with a lot of people running around being messy. I think they should just stop being messy. That's it. I don't know if that makes sense. Okay, so I'm gonna end it there. I appreciate y'all so much for being here. Hit the like button, consider subscribing. Thanks for joining me tonight. Thanks for hearing me out. It's not a big deal. It's going to be a lot more juicy. It's going to be a lot more juiciness coming out of this story. It's going to be a lot more stuff going on. I think the thing is we have to stay focused on what's right for you and your community. Let's go to one more little thing. That's one more thing. And I always say this. I pray for everybody involved because it's just not easy. Prayers to everybody. It's just not easy. This is crazy. I wouldn't. Politics is not for me.
Ran my name through the mud and did everything. But guess what? As you pull the third on me,
she looks pretty right there. You know, we talk fashion over here. She looks pretty. Pink is her color.
Must grow from it. And I will grow from it because I done went through it, but now I'm going to grow from it.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Scott Schneider.
I'm Dawn Hasbrook. Let's get right into it. The biggest challenge yet for Tiffany Henyard in Thornton Township.
Nate Rogers spoke with Henyard one-on-one ahead of a contentious candidate meeting tonight. Nate.
Absolutely, guys. Certainly a lot of chaos at tonight's forum, as well as blurred lines and really misunderstandings from residents that attended tonight. So you got to keep in mind, there has not been a candidate.
Wait, I got to tell y'all something funny. I gotta tell y'all something funny about what's his name, Nate Rogers. Y'all, it was hilarious. So one day I was at the Dolton board meeting, minding my business like I always do. So I was at the Dolton board meeting, and Nate Rogers, it was like something going on. It was some chaos, and he couldn't find his cameraman. The cameraman was like on the other side trying to get his battery or whatever together. And Nate Rogers went over to his cameraman because he was trying to rush in and get this exclusive. And this was like, maybe I might have it on. I'm gonna look and see if I have it because we're gonna have a good laugh about this. I heard his real voice. So right now he got the news anchor Michael Jackson voice on. But when his cameraman did not get over to him, child, he went off. I was like, what is that going off? It was him. Then he was like, hello, is you see? I was like, wait a minute. Nope. I'm going to look and see if I got that in my archives because it was so funny. He was like, yo, what's your problem? Oh, I was like, oh, I was clutching my pearls. This is not the Nate Rogers voice I heard on Fox 32.
As blurred lines and really misunderstandings from residents that attended tonight. So you got to keep in mind, there has not been a candidates forum here in 20 years, a Democratic caucus we're talking about. Folks that showed up hoping to name their candidate to be slated for the ballot next year. However, we're told that Senator Napoleon Harris, who is now running for supervisor of Thornton Township, he allowed his folks to go in first.
What was the process supposed to be?
The process was followed and it came out the way it was supposed to.
Here's how it all started. More than 200 people outside waiting to enter Homewood Flossmoor's Park District.
But the people who were attending the party are the ones who was in there voting. That's unfair to us residents standing out here in the cold.
Inside, the auditorium was already packed with Senator Napoleon Harris supporters who had been allowed to enter beforehand.
I heard you say no other candidates were eligible. What does that mean? What happened?
Well, what happened was they didn't submit the required paperwork, they didn't have a full slate, and they were deemed ineligible to run.
They did, meaning who?
Whoever they is.
Harris is talking about current Township Supervisor Tiffany.
Let me get this laugh before I get in trouble. Whoever they is. No, y'all. I ain't trying. Nate put Napoleon. Is this what you talking about? Nate put Napoleon in the corner. And he said, whoever they is, like, get off my phone. Click. You raggedy. Anybody saw Waiting to Exhale? You raggedy. I wasn't expecting that. Where is the PR when you need them?
What does that mean? What happened?
Well, what happened was they didn't submit the required paperwork, they didn't have a full slate, and they were deemed ineligible to run.
They did, meaning who?
Whoever they is.
Harris is talking about current Township Supervisor Tiffany Hinyard, who expected to be added to the slate as well.
Wait a minute. What's this little language?
Supervisor Tiffany Hinyard, who expected to be
Thornton Township Democratic Caucus Delegate Committeeman Napoleon Harris. Okay.
Added to the slate as well.
Napoleon, how you feel? Let the people be heard.
You know what? I can't be mad. See, this has been 3 years of craziness, 4 years of craziness almost. She's standing out there speaking for herself, but it always goes back to the other people who was doing the same thing. As it's like, it's such a mess. It's such a mess. But I want to say, when we get to the nitty gritty, if this can happen today, what's going to happen in the next 4 years, you guys? I told you a good friend of mine said the lesser of two evils is still evil, and I'm like, dang. When he told me that, I was like, yeah, you're right. You're right. Is this a good enough answer for you guys?
They didn't have a full slate, and they were deemed ineligible to run.
They did, meaning who?
Whoever they is.
Harris is talking about current Township Supervisor Tiffany Hinyard, who expected to be added to the slate as well.
Napoleon, how you feel? Let the people be heard. You ain't let the people be heard.
We spoke to Henyard in an exclusive interview hours earlier. Tonight's caucus, led by Senator Harris, was to name candidates for supervisor, clerk, trustee, assessor, and highway commissioner.
I think it's fair to the public to allow the committee man to host a caucus, whereas he wants to run in. I think it should have been left to the voters like it always has been.
Henyard calling tonight's power move illegal.
Guys, have a good night. Eat the food and be merry.
Napoleon.
Oh, now if Tiffany would have did that, child, what y'all would have said? What y'all would have said to Tiffany? Y'all put your comments in here. Let me know what you're thinking.
Harris, the committeeman, the senator, has them stalling because he is in bed with them. He's their puppet master. He's telling them, don't go to board meetings, wait on insurance.
As many questions remain about the township's future, cheers from Harris's supporters and outrage from Henyard's supporters.
I think it's absolutely absurd that you have all these people out here. You have the seniors out here.
Voter suppressing.
Absolutely.
Wait a minute. Was that who I think it was? Wait a minute. That's not Don Core. That is not. Is that Don Core? You guys have to help me with stuff because your girl eyes is not what it used to be.
You have all these people out here. You have the seniors out here.
Is that Don Core Parker?
Suppressing.
Why he wasn't in there? So I don't know. I would love to know. I'm just asking because I thought he's anti-Tiffany now. So why wasn't he let in? That's all. That's the only reason I'm asking.
I think it's
got the Frank Zuccarelli hat on, y'all.
Absolutely absurd that you have all these people out here. You have the seniors out here.
Voter suppressing.
Absolutely.
How you win? Stand on your record. What you're gonna do for the people? What you've already done, and let the people elect you. You can't do stuff like this.
Again, today's caucus lasted less than 5 minutes with State Senator Napoleon Harris.
Okay, hold on. Now everybody's saying Tiffany was late. Did you hear what Nate Rogers with that fly sweater? What he said? It lasted less than 5 minutes. So Tiffany was in the building. She was not invited to the dinner. I just want to clear that up.
Minutes with State Senator Napoleon Harris announcing his own name as the Democratic candidate for Thornton Township Supervisor. We did reach out to Supervisor Tiffany Henyard after tonight's forum. She told me, Nate, I will see Harris in court. This is the latest here at home with Nate Rogers, Fox 32 Chicago.
Okay. Well, child, Thornton, we in danger, girl. We in danger, girl. Oh, what we gonna do? What we gonna do? Molly, we in danger, girl. Okay, I had a great time with you guys tonight. All right. No, I didn't, girl. I ain't think I was gonna be here. Sorry, y'all. That commercial started playing. Check out my videos. Consider subscribing. But make sure you subscribe to Reality Check TV and Critical Smoker because they'll be there at that Thursday Thornton Township meeting. So go over there, subscribe. Child, I don't do nothing but look now at the. I be on the couch with the rest of people just looking because no. Now I will always be there to give you like the street point of view when I can. And as a citizen, I like to come out and vote. I love you guys. I hope you understand. I want you to think for yourselves. It's not about what side you're on. It's just that it's about people not pressuring you to make a decision to be their friend. And that's what a lot of this is going on in Thornton Township. Look at the facts. People should not run on, and I mean Dolton, Thornton, whatever. It should not run on vote for me, I'm better than Tiffany. It should be, what are we going to do for the township? What are we going to do for Dolton? What is your policies? What is this? It should not be, oh, we just sick of her. She got to go. It shouldn't be that, you guys. I love you guys so much. Conscious in my coffee is on. Cynthia, Mama Hill, everybody here. 5 minutes. In 5 minutes, Tiffany was out. She was there on time. If you can, we have a $20 goal. Cash App is in the corner. I appreciate you going across the street, the bottom. You don't have to, but if you can, just subscribe or like. I love you guys. It helps the channel and it helps me bring you more content. And for anyone trying to sue me, don't get mad at me.
I got some clothes. I got some jewelry. The rest I got tied up in investments. I ain't got nothing else.
Love you guys. Bye.
Commentary blue. Commentary burgundy. Commentary. Comment blue. Commentary. Comment burgundy blue. Commentary.